The Chevy Suburban is the ultimate family hauler. It's got 3 rows of seats, you can have 8 passengers, and this thing is based on a truck, the Chevy Silverado. And guess what? It pulls like one too. This is the 12th generation of the Suburban, which means it's been on sale for almost 90 years now. And it's for any family that wants to put a lot in the trunk, have lots of passengers, and pull something along for the ride. One of the most iconic vehicles on the market today, a full redesign makes a big difference in their lineup. Will it be successful? Can it compete against vehicles like the Ford Expedition and the Nissan Armada? Welcome to Detroit. I'm Travis Langness, and this is the all-new 2021 Chevy Suburban. Along with its little brother, the Chevy Tahoe, it's been completely redesigned. And we're going to give you a tour, give you a closer look, show you all the details, what's changed, and what's new. So what do we mean when we say that the new Suburban and Tahoe are redesigned? Well, underneath, it's got the new underpinnings of the Silverado 1500. So the frame uses high-strength steel, which increases rigidity and lowers frame weight. And under the hood, the engines have changed a little bit. Sure, the 5.3 liter and 6.2 liter V8 are carryover engines, but they get new fuel management systems. They're also paired with a new 10-speed automatic transmission. That transmission is standard across the lineup, and it's also paired with the optional 3-liter turbo diesel, an engine you also get in the Silverado 1500. If you take a look at the Suburban, you can see up front the grille has changed, headlights are different. And if you're eagle-eyed, you can see that from bumper to bumper, this vehicle is a little bit longer than the previous generation. That means more rear legroom, more rear cargo space, and just tons of space for activities. Now this one feels a little bit premium because it is their top level, the high country. It comes with the 6.2 liter V8, and on the outside, it does look and feel a little bit more premium than the previous generation. New wheels, and the trim feels a little bit different as well. But some of the most premium stuff is actually on the inside. Now, if you've seen our review of the Chevy Silverado, the redesigned one from 2020, you knew that we thought that vehicle was more of an evolution than a revolution. But this Suburban has really changed on the inside. And the biggest piece of that is this 10-inch screen here. Instead of being kind of set into the dash and hard to see and out of the driver's view, this is a giant centerpiece. And it looks really good. It uses the same software as Chevy's other systems, but it's just bigger. And this is the high country trim, so you get a lot of nice pieces, really great piping on the seats. There's even a pattern to the ventilated seats. Clearly, Chevy has paid attention to the details here. One of the other things that's happened is instead of a column shifter or something on the center console, Chevy has moved the transmission controls up here to the dashboard. Now, I'm not sure how that works in everyday usage. We haven't driven the vehicle yet, but I do kind of like the look of it. I like that it's away from everything and it doesn't seem very clunky. More than just the stuff that the driver sees though, there's a lot going on in the back seat too. From the looks on the outside to the improvements on the interior in the front, now we're in the back seat and you see things have changed back here as well. If you're gonna get a Suburban or a Tahoe, you're gonna have a lot of passengers all the time. That's why you're buying this vehicle. So it's important that these back seats have also been upgraded, and they have. You get some USB ports here, HDMI, USB-C, and you get these great optional screens that have some cool features, like things where you can toss a map from the back seat to the front. So it's not just the person who's sleeping in shotgun that can tell you where to go. Thanks to the new independent rear suspension, there's now more room in the cabin. The load floor has moved lower, and there's more legroom both in the second and third row of the Suburban and the Tahoe. It was already one of the most spacious vehicles on the road, but it's got even bigger inside here, and your passengers will probably thank you. More than just some extra interior space, you also get new features like these sliding second row seats. A first for the Suburban and Tahoe. They can get pretty close up here, but that just means that someone in the back has tons of space, and you have a lot of options as to where you can install your child safety seats. And this Suburban goes from 121 cubic feet to 144 cubic feet of space behind the first row. You fold all this flat, this vehicle has gained more cargo space than some small hatchbacks have. It's huge. If you need more space, honestly, just buy an airplane hangar or something. I don't know what to tell you. But this is now one of the most utilitarian vehicles on the road and more user-friendly thanks to the fact that it's got a lower load floor. These changes in size and in capability are what you'd expect from an updated Suburban, and honestly, it's great to see. Just more space from something that needs as much space as it can get. While Chevy hasn't released official pricing on the Suburban yet, we expect it to start around $50,000 and range upwards of $70,000. It'll be available in the summer of 2020, and while it's got some rivals like the Ford Expedition, the Nissan Armada, we expect the Suburban to do really well. From bumper to bumper, the Tahoe and Suburban have gotten larger. They've also gotten longer wheelbases. They've also gotten updated powertrains that we've seen before in the Silverado and in the Yukon. But overall, these vehicles just got better. There's more space on the inside. You've got the updated larger touchscreen interface. You've got a head-up display. You've got more standard and optional safety features than ever before, and there's more space for your kids to roam around in the back seat. Honestly, this is the evolution of a vehicle that's been on sale for almost 9 decades now, and we really like it. I can't wait to get behind the wheel. This is going to be a very different Suburban, and I think one that's going to be really successful. For more information on the 2021 Suburban and Tahoe and all their competitors, be sure to go to edmunds.com.